Welcome to the Mediocre to Magnificent podcast. I'm your co-host, Braxton Matson, and your host, Lee A. Williams, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in because you are what makes this pure magnificence. You are the ripple effect of magnificence, and we are going to bring you a message that will give you insight, inspire you, motivate you, and challenge you to not only grow in your magnificence, but let you know that you are magnificent in everything you do. So stay tuned, you don't want to miss it.
We are here.
How you doing?
Magnificent. What about you?
Always.
You better be, better.
I am, man.
Mediocre to Magnificent podcast. You doing okay? That's funny.
Oh man, so what we got?
Man, I got a story, man. I got a story.
Yeah.
And there's probably just a little tad bit of PTSD.
PTSD?
What? Let me tell you.
Oh, what? Okay.
Just a little. And you'll be like, what? But I'll explain it so you'll get it. But I don't want to go and mess with some veterans or law enforcement level. But it's like, here we go. So I woke up, man. Went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, washed my face.
Regular thing, like
Regular thing.
normal, nothing crazy. Yeah.
Nothing crazy, man. Came out of the bathroom and then I, part of my routine, my ritual, I go to make my bed. Right? Now, when you stay at the hotel, how like the bed is
Yeah, it's
tucked.
man. I don't like that.
It's tucked.
I don't like it.
You
You,
don't
like
like
it
that?
tucked in?
Well, there's a part to it. So I do after I make it. For
You
the
should-
initial
okay.
make it, I
Okay.
tuck it.
Yeah, I don't like sleeping like that, but
Yeah, it always comes
Yeah,
undone most of the time.
Yeah.
But this time, it wasn't. It was still tucked. But see, I have a fan blowing on me. So I want it tucked so my feet don't be frozen.
yeah, don't get frozen.
For the
yeah,
bed
man.
blowing
I know what you're
on.
talking about.
But
yeah.
anyway, so it's part of my
Yeah, it's just a regular thing.
sleep habit, right?
Yeah.
So I told you the part of the tucking for a specific purpose, right? Now, that's just how I usually have my covers and shit. So now I'm okay. Here we are, like get in the bed. You know how you
You fluff it up,
like,
get it straight, get it
yeah.
nice and smooth, and
right. So I'm at the
tight corners and
going
everything.
like this phase, right?
Yeah.
And right when I pull. Right when I pulled the blanket and do the fluff part, right? To get it back tucked, like military tuck,
Yeah,
crease
man.
corner. Like, okay, if you came in my house, you'd be like, okay, he's best mate. He's not a slob, right? Why is there a scorpion?
Shut up, man. Are you for real?
Why is there a scorpion?
Did you get a picture of this thing?
Yes, of course. In the
I would freak.
right in the middle.
What the heck, man?
So the reason why I told you the whole thing is like, okay, somebody listening, watching, could be like, okay, when you got up out of the bed and went to the bathroom, wash your face, it crawled up. Right? It crawled up.
Yeah.
Or we know they scorpions crawl in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like I've had
Maybe
experiences.
it fell out. Maybe it fell off the ceiling.
Maybe they fell off the ceiling.
Bunch of hypotheticals. It surely wasn't in there when I was sleeping.
That's what you want to say.
Right.
Now you see the connection.
Yeah,
with
man.
the PTSD.
I can see it, man. I can see the PTSD now.
Now you
Because
have
now
to,
I'm on edge.
You gotta check.
I'm on edge everywhere.
Once you get in your bed, you gotta check.
That's like when you're a kid, like were you ever a kid where like you got that phobia about something under your bed.
I
Like I had like
I didn't.
I
But
had that
understand.
like there was a thing where I was like if the light cuts off, I got to be in the bed. Like I cannot get near the edge because something might grab me, man.
Something will grab me. Right.
That is like that. Like that's like, oh man. How many times you check in the bed before you went to bed after that?
That's what I'm telling you. And just by me telling you this, just by me telling this story,
Yeah,
it's bringing it back.
I know.
So I'm like, I'm probably for the next few days, I'm gonna be like on high alert again.
Yeah.
It didn't calm down for a few weeks.
Wow.
So okay, so we're like, no man, in the time, but I wasn't like that's what you have to understand. Use a bathroom, wash your face.
It was a regular routine.
Brush your teeth. I'm not talking like an hour, 2 hour thing.
Yeah,
This is a
like
few
it was a
minutes,
standard,
like boom, 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 come back, make the bed. Raise the blanket, there's a scorpion. So I'm telling the story, it's my story.
Yeah.
So it didn't fall from the ceiling.
Right.
It didn't climb up when I got out.
It was in the bed.
It was in the bed.
It was in the bed, man.
With me. You understand what I'm telling you?
Man.
But the whole reason why I'm telling you this, PTSD, like high alert, check in, like, okay, like fluff it, check it, make sure. The tuck, you say you don't like the tuck might be like, yeah, you're tucking scorpions in.
Right. You don't even know.
They're trapped.
Yeah.
And, of course, I went, got a little bold, got him in there, and he was live, buddy.
Yeah, I bet he was.
Tail perked up.
Man.
And then I put it like a plastic, like this Tupperware, and I put a lid on it.
Right.
And he was like
running around that thing? Oh man.
Like angry.
Oh.
Angry.
It was very calm in that bed, though.
But then after a while, right. He started playing dead. You know they play dead.
Yeah.
So
could
you imagine getting awakened out of your sleep?
No.
By getting stung?
No,
by
man. I would have levitated off that bed. That is so crazy, man. But the fact that nothing that's the crazy thing. Like let's it was in the bed. It was in the bed.
In the bed. Like, you saw the picture.
And you didn't get stung.
And I'm a mover. I'm a mover and shaker. I just do that. But I do.
Yeah, you move around.
Yeah. So to think that either he was just cool with it,
man,
or was I protected?
Well, you were protected.
I had to be protected.
You had to be.
Like, my son is sleeping with scorpions.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's not plural, a scorpion, but it's still my story. You understand? Right. And I was protected. So here we go. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Luke 10:19. Now, I've read that scripture before.
Right.
Probably 2 or 3 times. Minimum 2 or 3 times. But after sleeping with the scorpion,
it has a whole nother meaning. It really does, man.
All right, let me read it one more time. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Nothing.
I didn't get stung by a scorpion. Mm-hmm. And I'm a mover and shaker. Like, you just have to understand.
Yeah. Like, I'm surprised, man. I really am.
Yeah, you should be.
That you didn't get stung.
Live scorpion. Not dead.
Yeah. Wow.
Here we go. I got one more. And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost dwell among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. That's Ezekiel 2:6.
Mm.
So now I know with Ezekiel, you got to be next level reader, right?
Yeah.
So in the version of this, just to break this down, it's literally talking about people being of the world.
Yeah.
And you're right there. And you're living according to the word. You're keeping it biblical. You're endeavoring to be called out. You're set apart. But there's a rebellious house. And he's labeling them as you're dwelling in amongst scorpions. And then I'm telling you, I'm waking up with the scorpion. So then you could say, like, I was like, man, because we've if people that's listening to this podcast, you know that I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean?
Mm.
And
I mean, just looking
you
it
could get
up.
off on a thing like, oh man, well,
Yeah,
where in
man.
your life are you might be mixing with something that you're not supposed to mix with?
Right.
Because I mean, if you don't think lying in bed is intimate, like going to sleep, like you're unconscious, right?
Like you're defending.
You're vulnerable.
You're vulnerable. Yeah. You are vulnerable.
You understand?
Yeah.
So to look at it and say, okay, hey, where's there some things that I might have to get out of the world on?
Yeah.
Where I might be putting myself in a circumstance where I'm vulnerable. But thankfully, we are able to know, even though we're vulnerable, he's gave us power to tread on serpents and scorpions. But we have to know that power, and we have to take ownership of that power. We have to take responsibility of that power.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge responsibility.
So if you're saying like, man, you're keeping the commandment, you're following the Sabbath, you're praying morning, noon, night, you're reading your word, you're saying a prayer before you go to bed, and then you mean to tell me he's gonna let a scorpion sting me in my sleep? Like, I mean, the angels ain't protecting me,
right?
And it's like, okay, well, you wouldn't have died from this type of scorpion.
Yeah,
it would have been extremely uncomfortable, inconvenient,
right?
But as far as to say,
but there's another level to that. That's more of a like physical part to it, but this is like a spiritual thing we're talking about.
Right.
This is more of a spiritual, like warfare
say, okay,
stuff we're talking about.
Right. To say, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
And just know, okay, he might be doing stuff. He's moving.
Right.
He's supposed to deceive the whole world.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he's trying to do.
That's his objective. That's what
he's trying to do.
He was designed for. Like.
So then here we are. Like, not me, buddy.
Right.
Even if I got to take an extra.
Right. It's not phasing you. Like, okay, I'll just take another look. I'll just double check.
High alert, baby.
Yeah.
You remember the word?
Right.
That's it. I got to be a high alert.
Right.
He's lurking.
That's right, man.
He's seeking.
Still kill, destroy.
He's not gonna get me.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. So that's why I was like, man, let me
crazy,
talk about
man.
this, man.
But yeah, I can
what
see
would
that.
you have done?
Just same thing you did.
Would you couldn't tell your wife?
Oh man, if my that would have been another level. Like
we would have had to fog the whole house.
Man,
you call the exterminator right now.
Yeah, like it would have been serious. It would have been serious.
There's scorpions. What do you mean?
It is crazy. Like we were in a house one time and we were getting ready. We were packing stuff up and we had gone somewhere and we come back and usually Wrinkles is right there waiting on us at the door.
Yeah.
Right? And we're like, where is he? And we keep calling his name and usually he responds and he's not responding. I'm like, where is this cat at? So
right.
And then Gavin goes into his room and he's like, snake. It was like a rat snake or a little baby.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it wasn't it wasn't even a foot. Like it was, but it was a snake.
Yeah. And he had it trapped.
Yeah. And Rickles was
guard.
under the bed, like watching it, and like
keeping it,
keeping it
right there.
Because I was like, I don't know how this snake got in this house. Boy, when I tell you, like with the scorpion. Okay, so this house had a crawl space.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well let's get rid of this snake. So Gavin, he's kind of
he'll pick it up.
Yeah,
if it's not poison, he'll pick it up.
So we took it out. We threw it out in the woods. But I had to go get some stuff done under the crawl space, right?
Yeah.
And this is right after we done had this snake incident.
Oh yeah, you're.
Oh, it gets better.
High alert, baby.
The crawl space ventilation has snake skin.
Ooh.
And I'm not talking little snake skin.
Big one.
Big snake skin.
This thing is here.
And I'm cleaning the crawl space out.
This is taking residency.
And I'm like, man. I was like, well, I got to do it. But like you said, like, you got high alert is what it is. Being aware.
And that's,
you have to be aware.
You have to. And I don't think people really take heed to the level of the spiritual warfare that's truly going on. So I'm like, okay, could it really be this? Could it really not be this? It's for you to interpret for yourself.
Right.
But when you listen to the story and then when we attach the examples, you have to be willing. You could just keep doing what you've been doing, but please be willing to say, let me look and reflect and be like, hey, where do I got to be on high alert? I got to tighten up.
Right. Yeah, man.
There's snake skin in the crawl space and I got to get in there like that.
I mean, the fact that, because we're on the Facebook page with the neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Every now and then they'll be like, okay, if y'all are going out there and just be aware, because
they had a such and such in my
cottonmouth or a
copperhead
that they had killed right outside the wood line.
Yeah.
And I've got like rocks, like boulder rocks.
Yeah, they're
river rocks.
They're sunning themselves right on them.
I'm like, it's getting to be summertime.
They're right there sunning themselves.
And the thing is like some people don't even know.
Barefoot, flip flop,
you don't
stepping on the rock. Yeah. You're not on high alert, and what's so? Because see, sometimes, my mom would really, because like if we're going to the beach and she'll be like, she'll be like, oh, she'll start looking up shark stuff.
You're not even in the ocean.
And sending it to me. But no, it's not to say that. But she's doing the only reason I'm saying that
being aware
when she listened to
aware.
Yes, she's saying like, don't you go out there and play games.
Yeah,
there is sharks in the ocean, and you better be
There's
aware,
stuff
and
out
you better be alert. So she's coming from alert, from protection,
right?
And it's like you can't go out there willy nilly thinking like, oh well, we're good.
Oh, this is a swimming pool. I'm just gonna jump right in.
This isn't.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even like, because when we were in Costa Rica, I was like, man, we could go see the coral reefs and stuff like that. But the tide was too low. And I talked to the guy about it. I was like, oh, well, it makes a lot of sense not to go out there. Because there's a lot of stuff on a coral reef that you don't know about that are could be poisonous.
Yeah, sea urchins for one.
Yeah, man.
The purple one.
Yeah, man.
They're gonna spike you.
But you don't know because you're not aware.
And it's even with the same way, like, driving, man. People be like, my mom's going like, be careful driving. I be like, Mom. Mom. But if you see, especially around here with the construction and what they're doing and just the volume of people, and then now people are on their phone and it's just gotten crazy. Like,
you have to be aware.
The wrecks have increased, so you got to be aware. Yeah, so it's that part of it. But there's a fine line between, like I said, the PTSD being funny, like, man.
Yeah, like you're way OCD about
OCD. Like it's gotten weird compared like, okay, you didn't get stung. It was there, but you were protected. But you better at least be smart enough to look.
Yeah. Right.
You see a snake skin by the crawl space, you gotta look.
Right.
You don't want to crawl face first.
Like, you're not just gonna go willy nilly all about
your face first with it, like.
Yeah. No.
And then when we did what was that years ago? We did the podcast about the nature of the
Oh,
the scorpion, like in the frog.
yeah,
right?
the
It's
symbolism
like,
stuff. Yeah,
it's like it's the nature that's gonna sting you, man. The snake's nature is gonna bite you.
yeah.
Well, we have power to tread on them, but we have to be aware. So that's what we gotta do.
Yeah.
And it ties back to everything. All that, but like read your word.
Read the word, man.
That helps you be more aware, to know the tricks, what he's trying to do. Then you have confidence in that. Well, he won't be able to.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about, man.
That's crazy, man. That's a crazy story.
Yeah, man.
You got me. Now I got PTSD.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man.
You shouldn't.
Nah.
We shouldn't go that far with it. But it's like if a person had ever been rear-ended,
yeah,
you're different now.
It changes you.
Yeah. So just to act like you can't. How long does it take to be like, no, there was a snake skin
Right.
or there was a
whatever.
You gotta know.
You gotta know.
I mean, even if you say like you got stung by wasps or yellow jackets or anything like that,
it changes you when you get stung. Like, because I got stung by yellow jackets.
It gives you I'm not
there's
fearful.
a different level. I'm not fearful, but I know what it's. Yeah, there's a respect.
Like I know what this is capable of. So then you better know when something's trying to devour you what it's capable of.
Yeah,
and you better own your power and put it in its proper place.
Yeah, yes, man.
So yeah. All right, man.
Loved it, man.
Yes, sir. Till next time.
This is your co-host here, Braxton Matson, and Lee and I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we did making it, but we couldn't do it without you. So please hit that like button, leave us a rating, leave us a review. Let us know what topic or subject that you would like us to talk about in your journey from mediocre to magnificent. But most of all, share it. Be the ripple effect of magnificence and know that you are magnificent in everything you do. Till next time.